we interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
So this is a time of year when we're supposed to be thinking about other people, what we could do for them. And, you know, sometimes that could be difficult. It's difficult because when you think about the things that people need and how much everything costs these days, it could be a little bit of a daunting task to come up with ideas. But there's somebody that I wanted to show appreciation for. My wife and I are heavily involved with kids' activities when we're not traveling around the world. And we really like getting involved with outdoor activities for youth, teaching them survival skills, teaching them some of the basic principles of life that will actually mean something to them. And one of the leaders recently, we were on a trip, and we were moving something, it was dark, and I grabbed one of my flashlights and turned it on, and he was pretty amazed at the flashlight. And it was an Olight flashlight. I think many of you guys have probably seen them on this channel before. You know, they're not cheap, but they're high quality, and they have great, I mean, that one had 4,600 lumens. So when I turned it on for us to back up a trailer, it just kind of lit up the whole campsite. But this guy's been dealing with kids or working with children for over 20 years in these types of programs. And I thought, you know, it'd be nice to be able to give him one of these flashlights. And I have shoeboxes full of Olights because over the years I've always done their holiday sales because I think they make great gifts. I think that you also, with their holiday sales, you get all the little flashlights for stocking stuffers. So I've always thought it was a good product to promote over the holidays for people just looking for something. But I decided this year what I was going to do was go ahead and do their Christmas sale, which starts today and runs for a couple days. In exchange, they always send me a couple flashlights.
A crummy commercial? Son of...
I'm doing this video so I can get these flashlights and send them and gift them to him. And for another one of the main leaders of that group, I actually took the commissions from my November Olight sale and bought them a hatchet. That makes me happy, is being able to share these products with people, being able to gift them things that, you know, they wouldn't normally buy on their own.
This is a lamp. Oh, look at that. Will you look at that? Isn't that glorious? It's indescribably beautiful. It reminds me of the 4th of July.
And like I said, I've always been a big fan of Olights. I think they're high quality things. So, and I know it annoys some of you guys when I do this stuff, but at the same time, you know, if I could do something good with these products and make somebody's day, then I'm gonna do it, right? And that's kind of what this season is all about, gifting things to people and making them feel appreciated.
He looks like a deranged Easter bunny.
It doesn't have to necessarily be a gift all the time. I mean, there's other things you can do to make people feel appreciated, or at least there should be other things you can do to make them feel appreciated. You know, in our family, we actually limit gift giving. Well, we limit gifts to each other. So our kids are allowed to have something to read, something that they need, something to wear, and something that they want. There's 4 gifts. We limit it to that because we don't want to make it all about the gifts. 'Tis the season, right?
Take the hall with our glory.
So Olight, their sale, I was going to, while I have you on here, just remind you of some of the flashlights that I like. This is the Olight Seeker 4. And I said this is the one I'm giving him. It's actually a very nice flashlight. For some reason, I'm having a hard time opening the box. There it is. So this flashlight is 3,100 lumens, which is a lot of lumens. These things are incredibly well built, and that's why I like the Olight lights. Anyway, so the Olight Seeker 4 is kind of got a steel handle all the way down. 3,100 lumens versus the Olight Seeker 4 Pro, which is 4,600 lumens. But this one has a longer throw. So the throw is how far the light will actually reach. This one is only 210 meters. This one is 400 meters. So it has almost double the throw that this one has. But this one is a lot brighter in your immediate vicinity. So the Pro is one that I use on a regular basis when I'm doing chores. I don't necessarily need the throw because generally, you know, if I'm out doing chores, I don't have to see super far. And with these Seekers, they've changed it to a C-type charge. So instead of the Olight magnet on the back, you have a C-type charge. I haven't turned this one on because I'm giving it away as a gift, but I already know what these Seekers can do. I use the Seeker Pro to do nighttime chores. I normally will just have it on moonlight setting. Where we live, we have a lot of copperheads. So especially during the summertime, it's important to be able to see where you're stepping because they do come out at night. I had a situation about a year ago where a dog was trying to attack one in the middle of the night, and I was out there in my underwear and bare feet. It was just a mess. It was like a 3.5 foot long copperhead. If I have to do work at night, if I have to be able to see, I can turn it on a brighter setting and just illuminate the area that I'm in. And that's important when you live on a farm or a ranch. Yeah, we like to go as much as we can without flashlights, but we also like to have them when we need them. I'll often use something like this. This is called the Warrior X4. It's a Warrior Pro. It's kind of like a hallmark flashlight of Olight. These things have an incredible throw on them. And they're super bright. They get super hot too. And part of the throw, you'll notice, so I put that Seeker away, but the Seeker 4 has a similar light to this one. It's not as bright as this one. Whereas this one has multiple lights in there. And I think that's where you're getting kind of part of that throw. It's just the direction of the lumens is what's changing the throw. So those two are lights that I use depending on what I need. If I'm going out to look for a cow or an animal at night, I'll bring the Warrior because I can see all the way across the pasture and I can see what the problem is. Two other really good Warriors for people. This is the Warrior S, which is a little bit smaller, but it also has an incredible throw. Some of the Warriors I have mounted on guns because I have so many Warriors, Olight Warrior flashlights that I just keep them mounted and ready to go. And then this one is the Warrior Mini, which has been one of my favorite EDC lights over the years. A new favorite EDC light of mine now is the Baton 4. And that's because I like the battery pack. I like the fact that I can throw this in my camping gear if I'm going hiking, whatever it is. I can use the light as often as I need to, and then I can just charge it. And I could also charge my cell phone off of the case. So it serves multiple purposes for me. My son cracks up because I often will use this instead of my Olight headlamp, and I just clip it to my hat and I can see what I'm doing. So this is something that I think is good for people to keep in their cars. This is just, the Baton 4 is a great design. I gave this one to my youngest son. It's just a Olight EDC. It's got a little bit of a different design to it. And then of course you get the keychain lights. These are the types of things that you get during these sales that are extras that they'll just throw in your cart. Depending on how much money you spend, they'll throw extras in your cart. They make excellent stocking stuffers. My kids have gotten these in their stockings over the years, as well as those little O-Buddy lights. They love those things, the little glow lights that, you know, pop on and off, and they have little bodies that can attach to them. And then the other light that I was gonna give them is the Arc Flex, which is just, it's another basic EDC light, in my opinion, but it has this 90-degree, there it is on. It's got this 90-degree ability where you can turn the head 90 degrees, and it has a nice clip on the back. So depending on what you've got it clipped to, what you have going on, excuse the traffic, I'm standing out in front of my house. And we got those chicken trucks that keep going by to the poultry plant. Anyway, so one of the things that I really like about that for him is, you know, he was using a light in a similar way that had a kind of a 90-degree turn as a cooking lamp when he was cooking dinner for some of the kids. So I think between this light and this light, that's going to be a nice package for him. But do check out the Olight sale. I've always enjoyed doing these sales. I've always enjoyed working with Olight. It's good, I mean, good quality stuff. And these sales, when they have them, you get these lights super cheap because you get them, you know, big percentages off. And that's probably one of the greatest things about Olight are their sales. So, and then you get all the extras, the freebies, the stocking stoppers, or stuffers, whatever you want to call them. And that, you know, that can make the holiday season a lot of fun as well. So check out the sale, and that's the reason why I'm doing this. It's because I wanted to be able to give a gift to somebody, and that gave me the means to do it. And so, you know, I have no problem admitting to that.
'Tis the season to be jolly, la 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 la.